Today I'm working on a 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. This is the TDI. It's the 1.9 liter diesel with the turbo. I will be replacing the automatic belt tensioner. You can see straight down here, there's 3 bolts here. All 3 of those bolts will eventually need to be removed. They are a 13 millimeter. Before doing that, you will want to use a 16 millimeter wrench, and if you look straight down here at this piece right here, the wrench goes right over that. You barely see it in the camera, but it is on it, and then you will push toward the vehicle. You will pull toward the front of the vehicle. So as you can see my hand, I'm going to pull it this way, and it will relieve the tension on the belt so that you are able to remove it. Once that is done, we can then remove those 3 13 millimeter bolts, and this bracket will just pull out to where you see my fingers, and you can pull it right up through here. Alright, so here I have all of these broken loose, the 13 millimeter. The belt is now removed. I found that using a extension makes it quite a bit easier just to back all these out. So go ahead and do that to all 3 of them. Alright, once you get your last bolt removed, I did not have to pry on it, just let it sort of move out, and then bring it right up through here, and voila. Now I will go get my new tensioner, and then we'll compare the two. Alright, so after comparing your old tensioner to your new tensioner, you can take a small hammer and you can hit this pin. So what I have done here is I hit the pin out this way as far as possible. What I will be doing is, once you have this mounted in the vehicle, you can take your wrench here and you can slightly move this and then pull the pin. If you try to move it now, this pin can just go flying, and because there's a lot of tension here, and it would be much safer to just remove it in the car. Put a wrench on here, and you could even use your fingers when the wrench is on there and just slowly wiggle it out. So the first thing I like to do before reinstalling is I would like to put some thread locker on the bolts. So you'll see here I have some Permatex thread locker, and I am just going to put the smallest drop on each bolt before I actually start them. I have a total of 3, and they are a 13 millimeter. Tighten them up by hand to touch. These will be fairly tight, but nothing too crazy. Alright, so there we have it. So now I'll tighten that down, and then we will use a 16 millimeter wrench to release the tension on that pin, and we will use our fingers to pull that pin out. Alright, so this is hard to see. You put your wrench on the pulley, and then you will pull it toward the front of the vehicle, so toward the headlights, just a little bit, and then the pin will slide right out. Alright, so the last thing you'll need to do is take your 16 millimeter wrench and put it on this piece here of the tensioner, and then you will pull it toward the front of the vehicle, toward the headlights. Pull it as far as you can, and then try to hold it and position the belt onto each one of the pulleys. Thanks for watching.